Hello, Andy. How are you doing?
Yeah, well,
I'm all right, mate. What you on with?
oh, just family stuff and busy, busy, busy. I was meant to put my old car on the road today, but I've not had a chance to do that yet. Old gold, old Merc. So it's time to bring it out again.
Oh, talk to me about cars, mate. I've had a fucking grueler today. There's always something with him, isn't there? If not Volvos, it's fucking Toyotas. Do you know what it is? We're living in a world now, Andy, where we're ruled by these lights that pop up on dashboard.
Yeah.
What happened to days where you just went, like Dennis? Dennis, I remember going with Dennis. He goes, "Oh, Audi brand new. Fucking, this is about a 67 plate or a 66. Brand new Q7. Within 2 weeks, there were lights flashing upon dash for all sorts of stuff, tire sensors and other things." Dennis went, still dry. I said, "Oh, Dennis, look, it says pull over. Keep going. Keep going. We're in AA and it's under warranty. Keep going till wheels fall off." But then you get the,
Everyone's
eh?
everyone's too complicated now, eh? But my Merc's still
Yeah.
animal. It's 33-year old, so it's old school, eh?
Oh, it won't have any lights popping up then on it, will it?
It's got it's got a light for the main beam and it's got a light for the alternator. It's got back to basics. It's got actually got a light to tell you your screen wash is low. Ooh, fancy stuff, eh? As fancy as you need anyway. That's it. Stuff all that new stuff. It's just too complex.
Have you seen the statement from Turkey, Allah? Let me just send you this because I don't know if this is bullshit because I keep getting sent loads of stuff today. Have a look at that, Andy. Tell me what you think.
Remember what day it is today? It's let me see. Oh yeah, I think I've had this one already. It's
You believe it?
April Fool's Day, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Just
it's
a load of
April Fool's Day, isn't it?
just a load of bullshit, isn't it?
It's a bit like Khan, Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao, isn't it? Oh, you think that?
Yeah, that'll be an April Fool and all, is it? That would just be a cash grab. That was talked about before, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I was thinking that. But do you know what, mate? We might as well just stick it out anyway and stick Amir and Manny on thumbnail just to give him something to talk about. Because do you know what? We're going round in circles with this, and I think I might be wasting my fucking time doing this, Andy. Do you?
It's all
Are we
these
making a
people.
difference here, mate, or is it just going to be the same?
Nah, I think well, I think we're plodding away. People. You hear kind of snippets that people are watching now. I was talking to Anthony earlier. He reckons. I was talking about how a while back. I think it was the last big Riyadh thing, and the Ring Awards actually. Frank Feather. He'd been invited there by Turkey, so that made me think. Turkey Al Sheikh must be interested in all aspects of boxing, not just the big names. He's obviously looking at grassroots stuff and stuff that influences. I believe he's watching your channel as well. And that's what Anthony was on about that as well. I said, yeah, I do believe that he watches. If he's not watching, he'll have somebody watching because you know yourself, you don't have time to do everything you want to do.
Well,
So
let me tell you this, mate.
he'll have
If
people
you here,
watching.
listen, Turkey, if you're watching, I don't want to come to Saudi. There you go. That's from Porky. Go on, piss off. You know, and I'm not one of them lickers from the liquor squad. I will never go there, ever, ever. Plus, they don't even sell beer. So that's it. And all these people that are going there, they've got no else in their lives. You've got millionaires want to go there because they want to stay in mix and be known, be a face.
Yeah,
And you've got
yeah.
people that are on Skid Row grifting out there. Your Sam Joneses and Spencer Fearons and people like that. Juggies Oliver and Super Bean. They're all sucking them all off, noshing them all.
They're all riding the cock.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're all riding the AJ cock. That's what they're doing, mate. That's
Like
what they're
roller
doing.
coaster, a boxing roller coaster. That's what they're on there. They're all fucking. It's unbelievable, isn't it? You see some of that shit that's going on. Nah, he'll have people watching. You won't have to go there. He will be coming to you.
You know what?
Turkey. He'll maybe come round for an interview.
I don't want to listen. When Frotch interviewed him, we were all like, brilliant, weren't we? Oh, Carl Frotch is interviewing Turkey. People were like, go on. I was like, can't wait for this. Surely he's going to pull him about why they played the Saudi national anthem at Wembley Stadium.
Wembley Stadium. Aye.
Or
I mean,
Wembley or Tottenham.
to be honest with you, I didn't. I'm not really international anthems. I don't like the
No,
British
no,
one.
no, Andy. But the Cobra made a big thing about it on his channel, didn't he?
Oh yeah, maybe it upset him. Like,
Yeah, right.
didn't it?
He's patriotic, box for England and all that.
Yeah.
So he made a big thing about it on his channel, and then got an interview with the guy some months later, and said nothing.
There's nothing about it.
Right. So let's forward to the Crusher Ben interview. We ain't had that
It's
yet,
not.
have we?
Oh, it's not come out yet, is it?
Right. So let's back up to the Ben Whittaker interview. What did he say about Ben Whittaker? Then when he got him on the interview, did he ask him? No.
Nah, nah.
So what's been the whole point of it then? What's he doing on YouTube, the Cobra? I'm not digging him out, but I want to know what he's doing on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's like having a big build up and
What's
then
his
that happen.
concept of his channel? Just ripping my contact off, my con my one-liners, which I don't mind because I love him, don't I? I think he's got a fantastic CV. He's an all-time
Yeah,
great. But what is his concept of his channel? We've just seen Eddie
yeah,
Earn on Stomping Ground absolutely roast the Cobra, haven't you? Did you see his
yeah,
interview? He absolutely roasted him and then said, you want to talk about loyalty? Tony Bellew was loyal. He never said Carl weren't loyal, but
yeah.
he mentioned the Cobra, hung him out to dry, then went, Tony Bellew will go into bat for you though. Do you see where I'm coming from?
It's more what he wasn't saying as to what he was saying.
There you go. It's a relationship where he did well for one and one did well for other. But what Eddie Hills, the lying little shithouse, forgot to mention is Carl Froch never fought Julio Cesar Chavez's son because he had a damaged elbow because he'd been having cortisone for that for years. No, no, no. It was because he had a one fight deal left with Bob Arum, and the fight was with Heyman and Eddie.
Mhm.
Chavez had one fight left with Arum, so Arum went, "Yeah, you can take him. I want $1 million. Work it out, Eddie, between you and Heyman. None of them are budge. Carl
Yeah,
obviously won't budge, would he? So there you go. So it didn't happen. It didn't happen over money, not fucking elbow injuries. So why don't they
that
come
was
out and
meant.
say that? Why don't the Cobra come out and say that? Speak the truth.
Mm,
Come out and say it. It won't over an elbow injury. It would over Bob Arum having a one fight deal left with Chavez. So why Eddie came out and said that? He went down in my estimation when he said that. And Carl,
yeah,
I can't wait for him to come out and correct that. Because he'd have been devastated he never got his Vegas pension because that's what
yeah,
everything worked for. From when he went out to see Nas fight Barrera, he said, I'm going to fight here one day if
yeah.
I ever turn pro. And he turned pro and he didn't get the chance, did he? Because of Eddie Hills and Eamon. They couldn't work it, and Aaron between all of them, politics. And he'd have smashed Chavez to pieces. He would have wrote him off. Then
Yeah.
he would have wrote him off. He would have
That
wrote
fight would
Chavez off.
that
What?
fight that fight would have happened now though. If with Turkey involved in the game, I think he would have made that fight happen.
Of course he would have done, yeah, but now I don't know where this Turkey is going with everything now because they're talking about pay structures and this and that, and it's like everybody who's going to be signed up to it's all going to be on the same pay and all this, and what's all that about? Boxing's
Yeah,
never been like that, has it?
it's a total new concept for boxing, isn't it? So we're in uncharted waters now, aren't we? What's going to happen?
We're in uncharted summer, aren't we?
Is Eddie Hills and Bricktop ships going to get capsized or keep
Listen,
away from the rocks?
well, Eddie's got nobody in the UK, has he? Right?
Yeah,
He's got nobody in UK. It is. It's about as popular as some of these trolls that come on my channel every day and comment. And within like
Popular,
minutes, the comments are removed.
popular as a popular.
Hey, Andy, why would you comment on a channel every day knowing your comment's going to get removed? So why would you do it?
That's like pissing into the wind. Eventually, your trousers are going to get wet. So unless they're
Yeah.
wearing waterproof trousers, what
We
are
don't.
they doing?
I just said to Cameron, "Why don't you just block him and have done with it?" He says, "No, no, don't block him. Let him keep commenting. I'll
Get the
remove him."
views. Get the views off them
I pissed me. It's like going into a pub, innit? That you know you're banned. I used to go into a pub years ago, right? I used to walk in and he used to go, "About turn." And I just go, "What's the matter with you?" He said, "About turn." You know what you do when you come in here, you and your mates spend all the time in toilets. About turn, Russell. So I said, all right, fair enough. You know what I mean? So my mate always just said to me, why do you keep going down there and putting yourself through it? Because I said, well, I hope he's going to, let me back into the circle.
just
But
annoying them.
Porky's Corner, mate, once you've fucking said your bit in your comments and it's noted, that's it. You're done. They're done on here. I won't put any
Yeah,
of that.
put
I'm
them in
not.
the black book.
Well, I'm spinning 25 plates a day. I ain't got time to reading so and so's essay that's about. I measured one other day and it was about 11-inch long. This this comment, and I thought I was going to say something else, then didn't you? I, I wish. So I measured it. It was about 11-inch. This comment. So
You've been,
I looked
you've
at
been
it.
hanging out with Johnny Nelson.
Yeah, and then these more comments kept coming from him, and it went into like what he'd had for his
Paragraph.
breakfast, and I thought, what am I doing here? What am I? So I said, Cameron, if he texts us again, out it. Because you know
Uh,
me, I'm nosy me. I like to read it. I read all hidden ones that like, if I get chance. But if he hadn't had a look at them, yeah, of course I'm gonna do. So keep them coming. Because you know what? I'll get me one-liners. From these give me them, don't they, on here? I don't just put them out
so
at Sky.
so
Obviously,
material.
how I can tell the story, I can make it funny, can't I? Make it interesting, but half of it comes from these. Are one. I'll tell you one what were really funny. I told her about it, and she went, "Oh, it's not that funny." One of them said, "Oh, that Bob knows his onions, Porky," and then at the end of the sentence it had hashtag Bob, hashtag onions. I said, "What do you think?" She goes, "What's funny about that, Russell?" I found that hilarious. It was just
Bob's onions.
dry. Oh, I think I really enjoyed that video. That Bob knows his onions, full stop. Hashtag Bob, hashtag onions. Now, that to me, I thought were funny.
Uh,
One of my pals, who I used to do a bit with years ago, I read it to, and he were howling, and he's same ilk as me. Well, he's actually a club comedian, a lot better than me. And he's like, "That's funny, that naturally dry." Do you know what I mean? But
uh,
obviously, she didn't get it. She said, "I don't get
I like
that. I
that.
don't get that."
I like. I'll have to ask Bob about his onions. Bob's got a good dry sense of humour, right? He's
Bob
quite funny.
knows what he's on with about boxing. Bob knows
Uh,
his onions. Bob
he knows his stuff.
onions. Hashtag Bob, hashtag onions.
It's
But
maybe like a French connection he has. Bob's onions.
he's got some. He's got some. Bob with his giant bins, but they're not as big as Malt's. Give Bob a subscribe anyway. Canada's
Did you
boxing channel. Give Andy one as well. Andy's Cavern YouTube.
did you watch Porky's Angels?
I watched it, mate. Listen, you know what, you lot. You know, I'm starting to wonder. You all might need a bit of help.
James was needing a hand with that kebab he was eating anyway. That was hanging down his face.
James is a character, isn't he?
He's a good lad, James.
He's a ladies' man, James. You know.
He's a ladies'
He
man.
only likes them. He says, "I only like women that have got massive jugs." So do you,
Jimmy's Jugs.
Jimmy's?
The
Oh,
Jugmeister. Or Jimmy the Juggler, eh?
but generally the what?
Jimmy the Juggler. Next, he'll be in the circus.
Women love him. Andy James. Men want to be him.
He's a good lad, James.
Aye. Uh, okay. Now that we've done the old Eddie and retard Parson bit, doesn't he look strange, that Parsons? He's a strange looking man for 21, him, isn't he? Strange
He's a
looking fella, him, isn't he?
he's a real life Cabbage Patch doll, isn't
Hey, what's
he?
going
Can you
on there
say
with him?
that?
He's not good looking like me, is he?
That's it. Allegedly, he's a real life Cabbage Patch doll. Remember
Hey,
them, the Cabbage Patch doll kids when it was like a kid's toy you got oh many moons ago.
hey, do you know
What
what
was
drink I'm on at the moment?
we on the now?
Rich Kasparis Sebagenic powder drink.
Nah, what's that then?
Just some like, basically, it's not diet weight. It's the other one that, not the diet one, the other one. You know, they put weight on.
Oh, like a protein
Yeah,
shake
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
huh?
So I'm 164 now. Terry, I'll be catching you up soon. I'm starting to, because you can get sick of training, same regime, can't you? Doing them, I do that
Yeah.
cross training, don't I, with loads of reps and all that. I'm sick of it now. It's like boring me to death. So I'm trying to mix it up and do like 6, 8 reps and increase weight now. But it's not doing that if you're a scrawny fucker, is it? So I had to get reinforcements. And Scott Brunt said to me, "All you need are creatine tablets to get a bit of weight on, and you don't need steroids, Russ. Don't, I wish I won't take anyway.
No. No.
Creatine tablets and this drink. It's a bit similar to that what Max affected me down about 3 years ago. You know, when I was really ill. I was
Yeah.
like under 9 stone, and my big Max sat on end at bed with these tubs of fucking whatever from his gym, saying, "Oh, do you know what? I'm thinking about going for my pro license." Who sat there with a pizza? No,
He's
what a pizza! He's all right, Max. Actually, he's a good lad.
he's
But
a good lad,
first
that.
night he stopped at Chris Smedley's. I got him a day training with Chris. Chris says, fetch him down, Babby. I'll have a look. He rung me up next day. I was, how did it go with Max? He goes, right nice kid, right nice kid. But 9:45, Joanne says, who's that at door, Chris? Chris says, I don't know. They'll fucking get knocked out knocking on my door, 9:45 at night. So Chris opened the door, about to fill whoever it were in. It were pizza delivery, pepperoni with extra cheese for Max. So Max sat there with a big 32-inch pizza, making a good
Binlad.
impression after his first training session with Chris. Well, he didn't do bad after that. He moved on to Julian.
You're better having an omelette than a pizza, eh?
Julian had had him eating rabbit food, wasn't he, and tuna and that, and eating correctly, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But Max is a lovable softie. That's why we love Max. He's lovable. He sent me a voice text here. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
He's like a big teddy bear.
He's a big teddy bear.
Big
Mark,
bungle bear out of Rainbow, eh?
Max, you've sent me that about Turkey. It's April Fool's Day. Turkey's not quite boxing, Max. Why do you always send me knackers? Stop it. He sent me that, but I'm not going to play it on air in case it's stupid and he shouldn't be saying it. Because then I'll have to pay 15 quid to get it took out. Right, Andy, let's get stuck in here. Right, we're talking a lot of bollocks here. Why are Talksport constantly pushing the Joshua Fury fight? Why are they doing
Cause,
that?
cause they're lickers and they've got obviously a pro Joshua narrative and an allegiance to Eddie Hills.
What do you mean, like jug ears?
Oh, he's
Do we need
embarrassing it.
Spencer Oliver, aka Juggies? Does he need sacking from Talksport for his bias? Spencer, listen to me. If you've got a problem with me, get my number off Dennis Hobson. I don't like you because you're a little prick and you're going into bat for too many of your mates like Don Charles and Anthony Joshua. You're always palling everybody up and using Talksport as a PR propaganda thing for your friends in boxing. Stop it. And stop being biased and have an unbiased opinion. You make a better media man, you prick. Right, that's him dealt with. Right.
Jug ears, get to the sin bin.
Yeah, get to sin bin juggies and stop going into bat talking a load of shit. You were basking in the glory when Dennis Hobson went on Talksport and said that you and Roy Jones should be a joint training team for AJ, Anthony Joshua. Listen here, juggies, right? If Joshua wanted you to train you, he's known you 20 years, hasn't he? You'd have been training him by now, wouldn't you? So step out of his arsehole, will you? Crawl out.
You muppet.
You little weasel. You and the gad are weasels. You were beating the best boxer in the world there for 10 rounds. No way on this earth in both them fights against Usyk. I don't know which one it were after when you were sucking him off. Not both of them fights, the first 10 rounds. No way on this earth, Jug Ears Oliver, was Joshua outboxing him. Piss off with that.
It's absolutely cringeworthy. It's no. How can anybody take him seriously with crap like that?
Hang
It's
on a
just
minute. Hang on a minute. Max, right. I'm on with Andy live now, right? If you've got any questions, send them in. And do you know that 12-second thing that you've just sent me there? Do you want me to play that as well? Let me know. Pop, pop, bang. No, listen, Spencer Oliver, mate. I'm sick to death of him now, right? He's got a position at Talksport, but all he's doing is he's doing what the Nebbles do. Gary Neville and Phil Neville were going into bat constantly for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, weren't they? And Roy Keane to a certain extent. They're looking after their pals and it's no good. Oh, I think that Ben Davidson made a big mistake and that I'd like to see Don Charles training him. Well, they were talking you training him for a few months ago. He was training with Jonathan Banks the other night. Listen, he's had 7 trainers, Anthony Joshua, and it's not worked out for him. He's got a glass chandelier for a fucking jaw. So stop going into bat for AJ. Every time they mention Ngannou, right, he always says Anthony Joshua got him out of there. His second boxing fight. Spencer Oliver, you prick. It was his second boxing fight in his life. And then you go, yeah, but first one, Fury didn't knock him out. Stop trying to sell it on that. You're two-faced and you're a shithouse. If it were
just that.
Brian Clough, I'd be like that. Hey, shithouse.
Fury was in worse shape than Bacoli was for the Parker fight for Ngannou, wasn't he?
What?
I'm saying Fury was in worse shape for the Ngannou fight than Bacoli was for the Parker fight.
Yeah, you could say that, but I'm sick, and I mean sick, to the back of my neck as watching Talksport, right? And watching them go into bat for their mates, and nobody is doing a thing about it. They're all scared to death of Bricktop. Everybody's sucking everybody off. They're all noshheads. They're all blowjobbers. And people keep telling me about this Spencer Brown being this next big manager. Well, where's he going to put Hamzat Shearez now? Because there's silence there, isn't there? If he can't knock anybody out at 160, why would you move him up to 168, Spencer Brown? That's the first question for you, you fat ginger cunt. Who's other one? Who's other one he manages? Joseph Parker. He's only managing Joseph Parker because Joseph Parker knows that Spencer's managing Tyson. So he piggybacks him with Tyson. Do you know what I mean? Gets the sparring, gets the fringe benefits in the UK because it's Tyson Fury's mate, right? What are you doing with Joseph Parker? You've just put him in with a 22.5 stone fat man.
Parker's riding pillion.
It was a shite show. You put him in with a fat man who had a couple of days' notice. And he's beat Zhang and an old Manny Wilder. Now you're telling me he's the second coming of Aaron Pryor. Fuck off, Spencer Brown. Stick to handing kiddies trophies at amateur shows. Prick.
Parker's riding pillion to Fury, isn't he?
Huh?
Parker's just riding pillion to Fury, isn't he? He's in the back of his motorbike, isn't
he? Yeah, that's it. Anyway, let's move on from them pricks. Chisora, number 1 for IBF. Juggies pushing it on Talksport, saying, well, he's beat Pulev and he's beat Wallin. He's in the mix. It's deservable. How is it deservable for Derek Chisora to come out now and say, me and Dubois sells out Wembley, yet he's coming up to his 42nd birthday with 13 losses, been bashed upside down left, right and centre, and other one's a 2-time quitter. And you're telling me this is the best fight in boxing, Derek Chisora, and yet Juggies is backing him. But yet, after Caballel fight, he said he should retire. Now he's backing him donkeys years later. Well, what's going on?
It's mental, eh? It's just he just gets on the narrative and just surfs the bullshit, doesn't he? It's embarrassing, eh? Though controversially, you could say Chisora is more deserving of a shot at Dubois than Joshua is. Eh? That's the only thing you could say there. But no, I don't want to see Chisora fight. He needs to get out of the game before his head is completely minced.
Well, listen, Derek Chisora sounds like Fred Doo's dog, Scooby.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's given everything to the game, so let him ride off into sunset. Then he keep dragging him. The thing is, if he gets that fight, there's always going to be another fight. That's not going to be the end. There's going to be another one and then another one until such times as he's just completely. No, I'm sure I saw somewhere the boxing board of control have said this is your last fight or something. Am I right in saying that? But that's not to stop him going
Well, to
somewhere else.
Chisora, he'll just go get another license from somewhere
Yeah.
else. That don't mean shit. You've
Yeah.
got
Look at
that,
Danny
who is it,
Williams.
at Ireland, right? The Irish Boxing Federation. They're handing them out like confetti. You don't even need to have an interview. Look at Max,
Yeah.
how he got his. How did Max get his? He never had an interview with him, did he? How did Peter Fury get his license? I know he's on a board one now, but how did Peter get his? He didn't have to go to Ireland. They're handing them out like confetti over there. Dylan White got one from an email in Portugal.
He got one from the Texas board as well. Them that licensed Mike Tyson to fight Jake Paul as well. So it's absolutely. There should be some world governing body putting a stop to all that. There isn't one though, is there? That's the problem, isn't it? You've got the British board of no control, but you don't have a world body of boxing board of control, do you? There's no. You've got like Conor Ben keeps saying that the WBC cleared them. Well, they've not got any powers to clear people, anything like that. They're just a
Well,
sanctioning
that's
body,
like
aren't
Al Capone clearing bootleggers that are on trial, isn't it? For bootlegging moonshine or whatever they drink over there in the United States. But
they?
back
Yeah.
in the what were it, Prohibition? Well, what you got there, little moonshine, whatever they were making. It's like Big Al turning up, or John Gotti turning up in court where all armed robbers are and hijackers and saying, "Ah, you've got the wrong men. These are innocent." Do
Let
you know
them
what
go.
I mean? You want to go to part two, kid?
Yeah, no problem.
Right, cheers. See you on part two. Pop, pop, bang. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. And for the record, Andy is not from Aberdeen.